the tilt is real.
Tilt is real.
This is when the tilt is real.
Welcome into the Sunday Tilt with your host, the FF chef himself, Will from Biased Opinions, and Jawn, Jawn Swanson.
Sunday, my dudes. This is when the tilt is real. This is when the tilt is real. Good morning and happy Sunday, fun day. This is the Fantasy Football Sunday Tilt. I am James Crease, your host, and joined with me, as always, on this post-Thanksgiving Sunday, Week 12 matchup, Mr. Jawn Swanson, sipping some coffee, I hope. I hope that's coffee.
Hello.
What's going on, bud?
Of course it's coffee.
Yeah, and
It's
Mr.
Sunday.
And Will, you can find him at Biased Opinions _ coming in with the hot bets, the hot takes. What's going on, Will?
Man, I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. How's everything with you guys?
Oh, it's great.
How's your Thanksgiving? How's your Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was good. It was mostly driving, and what my wife and I call it is Parkway Pinball, because all her family is in North Jersey. And if anyone out there is familiar with the Garden State
Oh, you're in
Parkway,
the Garden State? Oh, man.
oh,
Yeah.
it's up
Yeah.
and down and up and down, and it's pretty much Parkway Pinball. And we spent 2 hours each way to go see her family, and it was nice. We split the driving, and we had some good food, good fun, chilling with family. Got to watch a little bit of football, not too much. I'm hating my brother-in-law's cable company right now because I missed the Dallas game, and it seemed like the only game to really watch on Thursday.
Yeah, man. Overtime and everything, man. So that was definitely. I didn't think it was going to be it was, definitely going to be the best game. Listen, Detroit, they got to do something. I got to start a petition or something. I got to send in something to the NFL headquarters, putting in my case for why Detroit should not play anymore on Thanksgiving, ever, actually. So
Yeah, it's unfair. Every year. It's like a punishment. It's not even like a cool thing.
Is it? I mean, I think more of their punishment is that they can't win a game.
Well, that's why
Yeah,
they're
so
being
I think the good thing with that is that since it's the first game of the afternoon or the day, you could go ahead and pretty much just continue to get prepared because there's nothing to watch. So it gives you more time to prep. But that was just a bad. I mean, even the Bears. I don't know what they were doing, and coming at the end, they were playing for a field goal. So I was just like, well, if you guys missed this field goal, you guys are done. You know what I'm saying? So it's bad, man.
I hear you.
That game, but better get into it today, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Some things are happening today, so it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
This guy history says about it too, man.
There's some tilts,
right on it.
and I first want to apologize to Beardy. I think that's his name, Early Beardy.
Beardy does covers.
Yeah, Beardy does covers.
Man.
Beardy, you're going to have to rewrite in your question, and I apologize. He was first, though, so whenever he gets it done, let him get it done, because he wrote in at 12:30 this morning. Like, my man was, waiting for us at midnight.
Dope.
He's like, early bird catches the worm, and if you can scroll up to the top of the chat, I responded, early beard gets the worm. Good morning.
Nice. That's why that's there. Good
Yeah, I don't know why it got cut off. Like, when I reset my laptop this morning to make sure that the connectivity level was perfect.
Same.
But in that transformation, or whatever you want to call it, I lost that comment for some reason. But here we are. So when Beardy gets it in there, we'll get right to him. Give him 1 second, he says. In the meantime, Lucius.
What's up, Lucius? Happy Thanksgiving to you as well.
Happy
Says
Thanksgiving.
Lucius said lineups are pretty much set. Only questions today: Cam or Rodgers, and Mike Williams or Bateman. Good luck with your games too, Lucius. All right, so let's jump on into it. Cam, great matchup against the Dolphins.
It is, isn't it?
Currently fourth on the year, fourth most points they're giving up to fantasy quarterbacks, but only one rushing touchdown so far.
That's the interesting point, and I'm glad you brought it up, Swanson, because I am taking the Rodgers side on this one.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that Green Bay can go out there and do their thing. Maybe not so much on the ground, but if you look at the matchups, Davante Adams has a smash matchup against Darius Williams. I do not believe that Jalen Ramsey shadow covers him. I don't think it happens. Davante Adams sticks mainly to the perimeter, and I think they can I think they could beat the Rams. I'm not sure if they beat them, but if anything, it's more of a competitive game than the Panthers and the Dolphins. So I am going with Aaron Rodgers here.
Yeah, same here, man. You saw what Miami was able to do against Lamar Jackson a couple weeks ago. They pretty much stopped him, and Lamar is right now in his point of the career, like right now, is a better running quarterback and more athletic than Cam. So I do think that they're going to be able to contain Cam a little bit. He's going to probably get off, but I like this matchup because we've seen, listen, the Rams aren't shutting anybody down, and Green Bay is playing at home right now. So, and it's 35 degrees up there. So this is going to be a little bit different, even though Matthew Stafford did play in Detroit the last, pretty much his whole career. They were indoors. Right. So that's just going to be different. We'll see how how the weather impacts him. And it may be a couple 3-and-outs for those guys out there. So I do like the Rodgers side over Cam today. Yeah, and Bateman, listen, again, man, listen. So Mike Williams, every time I talk bad about Mike Williams, he goes off. So I'm not going to say anything bad about Mike Williams. I'm just gonna
You're just gonna
skip over. I'm just gonna skip over any negativity of Mike Williams and just say I'm going with Bateman. That's it, man. Because every time I'm over here, I look at the stats and then I'm like, okay, well, this guy had like a $150 catch and then like a couple of touchdowns. So I'm looking good. Bless you, my guy. Bless you.
Bless you.
I'm going to be doing that a lot. Everybody, I apologize. This is one of probably about 75 sneezes that will happen in the next 2 hours.
Oh, man.
Bear with me.
I'm going to clip
this.
Yeah,
it's awful, man. Once I get going, I can't stop. So last week, Mike Williams woke up. He did the Pokemon thing. Mike Williams woke up. I guess it's a little tough of a tilt right here because I believe Hollywood's playing, right? We still waiting for that?
Questionable
right now? All right.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, depending on what happens with that news, I'll be able to lean one way or the other. But I'm actually going to go Mike Williams here. I'm going to hope that he gets some of that 1.5 touchdowns average a game that the Broncos are giving up through the air. 156 total air yards so far to that same position. I know it's between him and Allen, but I'm hoping that even if he gets half of that he has a double-digit fantasy day.
Riding with you, Swanson. I am going Mike Williams today. I don't think Denver is going to be able to stop them. I think the over-under is 2.5 right now. Chargers giving 2.5.
Oh, the spread, the spread is 2.5.
Yeah, the spread. But I think Mike Williams is very underestimated. We said that at the beginning of the season, and he showed up. I think it's this time again. And the only reason why I'm not taking Bateman. Bateman does have a good matchup against Denzel Ward for the Cleveland Browns, is the fact that I don't know if they're going to actually have to throw the ball as much. Yes, he will get more targets if Hollywood Brown is out, but I'm not waiting for that. I'm going to take the surefire targets of Mike Williams with Justin Herbert today.
Yeah, and you saw what Justin Herbert was able to do last week, man. So I think it's going to be more of the same out there. But
exactly.
But then also, guys, I know this question may come up later on, so just write this down right now. I look for Melvin Gordon to have a huge game today. Like huge. This is gonna be a revenge game for him. This is the team in the Chargers that drafted him. Obviously he got traded out there to Denver. So I'm looking for a little bit of both. I'm looking for Melvin Gordon to go off, but then also, man, listen, Javonte Williams to continue to do his thing back there. So yeah, it's gonna be.
I'm on that train as well, man. I actually have them both in a lineup.
Yep.
due to circumstances, but definitely rooting for the ground game of Denver today.
For sure. I'm definitely on that board too. Good morning, Kicks from Mike.
What's good, man?
What's going on?
Did Beard get his thing up? Yeah, he did.
He did?
He did.
Yeah. All right, let's go down to Beardy real quick. Kicks from Mike, we're going to come right back to you. Going down to Beardy Does Covers, my man right here. All right, here we go. Godwin, Pittman, Gibson, Ty Johnson, Devontae Smith, Elijah Mitchell, Ramondre Stevenson, Aaron Rodgers, and Danny Dimes with the new OC. He needs one quarterback out of that, a running back, 2 wide receivers, and a flex. This is a big one. Um,
I'm definitely going Rodgers over Danny Dimes with the matchup against the Eagles. The Eagles' pass
Yeah.
defense has been very,
Shut down.
very good. Even with the news that Saquon Barkley will be playing today. So I'm definitely taking Rodgers as a quarterback. You guys have any problems with that?
No,
on board
I'm
with
good.
that,
Yeah,
though.
I'm good with that. I'm good with
All
that.
right. So a running back.
So we got between Gibson, Ty Johnson, Elijah Mitchell, and Stevenson.
So Ty Johnson may be the guy out there now.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to put Gibson in here. I'm going to stop doubting him.
Against
stop feeling
Seattle,
shaky.
yeah, I think it's okay to stop doubting. I think Gibson gets a lion's share of carries and probably gets into the end zone this week. But I'm not rolling the dice on Ty Johnson. He's going to be in a timeshare with Jerick McKinnon or no, Tevin Coleman. My apologies.
Yeah, Tevin Coleman. Yeah.
And then Elijah Mitchell is a game time decision. Ramondre Stevenson, although he most likely will play, him and Damian Harris are banged up today. They are both questionable. Damian Harris with the neck injury, Stevenson with a knee injury. So, yeah, play the guys that are healthy per se. And I know Gibson hasn't been a pillar of health, but I'm rolling with Gibson as my running back here.
Yeah, and as far as like wide receiver, I'm going to go with Godwin. I mean, it's going to be this game should be a high scoring game. I think the total is set at 53 right now, the over under, which is obviously the highest for the slate today. But I have more confidence in Tom Brady than I do in Carson Wentz. So Carson Wentz can go off at times, but then again he could get shut down and rattled at other times. So I'm going to go ahead and put all my chips in on Godwin.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Godwin and Pittman. All right, Pittman, he's just been showing up each and every single week. He gets the Tampa Bay defense this week. Sean Murphy Bunting just came back last week. He did not show up well. The cornerbacks, even when they are healthy, they're not very good. So I'm definitely going with Godwin and Pittman here. And then the flex situation. Which one do you guys want to take? You going with Devontae?
Yeah, Devontae.
Yeah.
Even though he gets shadowed by James Bradbury?
Not worried about that.
Yeah, because he's going to go ahead and get the targets out there, and it could only pretty much could only take like one play for him to go, get like a 40-50 yard reception in.
Yeah. Fair enough. And this brings up a good point. Beardy, play your studs. Don't try to get cute with the news or anything like that, man. You've got a lineup of studs here, and I love the Elijah Mitchell and the Stevenson. Those are.
Are you there, Chef?
Chef
wow. Chef just
those guys that you picked up over there. Whoa, am I here?
Whoa, I don't know. You're on the lag train right now.
Oh my.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll check.
I wasn't sure what was going on. I had to make sure that I was okay.
Yeah.
You're there now though.
All right. Now. Yeah, I just switched it up. I don't know what was going on. My apologies. What I was saying was you got a lineup of studs, player studs.
Yep, I agree. Cool. Thank you, Brady. Thank you for being there at 12:30 this morning.
Yeah.
Rocking out Saturday and Tilts, man. I love that. All right. Going back up to the top here. I know we had kicks from Mike Head. Something, I believe. There it is. Swift and Waller for me this week. Good thing they're both okay, though. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, they'll be okay. Could have been a lot worse. I had them too. Justin, my man. What's going on? If Aaron Jones plays, does he start him or does he start A.J. Dillon?
If Aaron Jones plays, you have to play him.
I agree.
Yeah.
Especially the Packers. The Packers are notorious for they're not going to let you play if you're not healthy.
Right.
They're not one of those.
Right.
They're notorious for making sure that if you're playing, it's because you're
good to go.
As close to 100% as you can get. So if Aaron Jones plays, and I hope he does, then yeah.
I hope he doesn't because I have A.J. Dillon, I believe, playing against you, and you have Aaron Jones.
Oh, boy, that's right. This is prime day, isn't it? Let's go, Chef.
So.
Yeah, and it's Eagles-Giants.
I think I'm playing you in 2 leagues, and I'm beating you in one for sure.
You're definitely beating me in one, but the other one is going to be a good day. And Justin here, I got another one, OBJ, Gordon, or Foreman, start one. And I'm starting Melvin Gordon out of this group. I'm just going to jump on that one.
For sure. It's definitely Gordon. Will mentioned it earlier at the top of the show. Gordon should have a smash day. It's a revenge game.
Yep.
I don't see any problems with playing Melvin Gordon.
Cool. And we'll move right down to Justin's next one here. Start 2 out of the 4. Terry, Hollywood, Evans, and Gibson.
Ooh, start
Tough.
2.
It's tough.
I'm taking Hollywood out of that because Hollywood's been
Sure.
dealing with injuries all day long. Evans is very interesting here.
I think you got to start. I think you got to go Evans, man. He's a wide receiver 6 on the year. Like, I just can't bench that guy.
And Indianapolis is just giving up fantasy points. I believe they're like 3rd or 4th up against the fantasy wide receiver. They are going to give up points. Their secondary is not that good. Now, if you guys are in agreement with that, then who's our next guy? Is it Scary Terry or is it Gibson?
Yeah, it's scary, man. If you're looking at Seattle, they're giving up they're 30th right now in passing yards allowed. They're giving up 280 a game. So, and you know that Terry's going to get the majority of those targets out there. So, yeah, I like scaring the situation as well. Yeah, I'm all out on Hollywood for today, man. I don't care if he's playing or not. I agree. Again, I'm going to be all in on Bateman, and even if Hollywood's healthy, man. Again,
I'm only playing Hollywood if it's at a necessity. Like I have 0 other players in my lineup in my roster.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, and I guess out of these, the last 2, this is a tough one for me. The last couple of weeks, I've been kind of down on Gibson, and then he's kind of proved me wrong, and I have him all over the place. But I am going to go on the Terry side here.
That's a clean sweep right there, then.
That sure
Terry and Evans. Fire them up, Justin.
Good work, boys. Good morning, Brad.
Morning, Brad Ursay.
Couple of tilts this morning. Let's jump on this one here. First one's going to be Arnold, Engram, or Everett. Full PPR tight end.
Yeah, all right, so
just go ahead.
So I struggle with this one, man. I saw the news of everybody pretty much on the New York Football Giants being out. And my man Chef got his jersey over there.
Always bleed blue.
Cased up, got it hung up in there behind them. But I just think due to default, man, it's just the law of averages. Ingram's going to get those targets out there for the Giants, and it's going to be the first game with Jason Clapp a lot. So we'll see what goes on down there. You got Freddie Kitchens now calling the plays down there out there in New York, man. So I'm going to go with Ingram, man. I'm going to go ahead and take a little gamble and go with Ingram.
Honestly, I think I am too. Birds are dead last against tight end positions. We spend so much time shutting down wide receivers that tight ends just kind of slip in there, man. We're shut down wide receiver defense, but I think we can be beat today by Ingram. We let Troutman score last week. I know Dan Arnold put up a dud last week, but with Jamal Agnew getting injured, they're going to need to throw the ball somewhere else. And it hasn't been Laviska Shenault. Shenault may get a couple passes here or there, a couple targets rather, back in the slot.
But it's Atlanta. And I think Dan Arnold can just kill him. Okay. He's going up against linebacker Deion Jones. It's a good matchup for him. Their defensive grade on PFF is like 44 out of 100, which is terrible. So give me Dan Arnold. I think he gets a little bit more targets today and possibly gets into the end zone. Give me Dan Arnold for the guaranteed passing work.
All right.
But I'm 2-1, so I'm out on that one.
Yeah, it's a close one, though. And Brad wants to know, if Patterson doesn't play, does he lean on Hilliard or Foreman?
Neither?
Yeah.
Is neither an option?
Yeah.
I'd like to see if there's another option. I mean, it's tough to. If I had to pick,
I really don't want to play Tennessee up against the Patriots.
Yeah.
Like, that's not something that I want to do. If I had to take one, I guess it would be Hilliard because of the passing work. Like, if that's what you're asking, like, because AJ Brown is out, Julio Jones is out. They've got, I don't even know who their other Westbrook Akeen is he still?
I believe
Akeen. I think he's Akeen.
I think it's the actual
yeah.
But I think he's a bad play because he's the only guy there to catch the ball, and Patriots know that, and they're going to shut him down.
Right. So, I mean, they're obviously going to push in on the run and force Tannehill to pass the ball a little bit more, make him feel uncomfortable. But I really don't like either Foreman or Hilliard in this matchup.
Although, just checking the notifications here, I did see that Patterson is on track to play today.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he is on track to play. I got a couple notifications. I'm just checking in right now just to make sure. Yeah, I got some notifications as late as last night saying that he was on track to play. So, yeah, I think you should be in a good spot. These two other players is just like pretty much to take a heads or tails on them.
I got a little bit of breaking news here. I'm just kidding. This has been news for the last entire guy's career. Stafford dealing with elbow pain and a back issue. Yeah, that's every day for Matthew Stafford. He's fine.
He's going to need a
Matthew
bacchiotomy.
Stafford's had back issues forever. My man's tough. My man's tough as nails. He's Baker Mayfield tough. Or Baker Mayfield's Matthew Stafford tough.
Right.
And, yeah, it's the other way around. Giuseppe, what's going on?
What's good, Giuseppe?
He's got 2.5 PPR. Oh, no, sorry. No, it's not. It's pick 2.5 point PPR.
Oh.
I was like, let's go. That's a crazy league. All right, so pick 2.5 point PPR. Elijah Mitchell, AJ Dillon, Miles Sanders, or Gibson. I'm taking the last two.
Yeah. In a half point, give me Miles Sanders today. I think he's going to rip. And give me Gibson. You know, just for the uncertainty that Elijah Mitchell and AJ Dillon are going up against. We don't know who the starter is going to be. If it was Aaron Jones is out, I may put AJ Dillon above Gibson.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm with that. Yeah, I'm with that as well. I mean, unfortunately, I think you're right though. Miles Sanders will go off today, and unfortunately, it is against our New York Football Giants. But it's fantasy, so.
It's fantasy. Did you guys know that this is weird because ever since the beginning of the season, we knew what was happening to Philadelphia and the inability to run the ball, or the unwillingness, I would say, to run the ball. It's now the Eagles are only throwing on 1 out of every 3 offensive plays, which is unbelievable, and it's just working.
And did you know that Jalen Hurts has the highest passer rating over, I believe, like 20 yards or something like that? Like he just chucks it down the field the most in the league. And he also is QB1 on the year so far.
QB1,
shout out!
It's ridiculous.
Shout out!
No, man,
called it. Kind of.
You did. No, you did. And we'll just transition right into this one here with for Brad again. Let's finish this for now with Hurts or Newton. And I'm going with that QB1 all day long, Brad.
Hurts, not even a question.
Yeah, smash that Hurts button. All right, Giuseppe's got Van Jefferson or Jacoby Myers in a half-point PPR.
Ooh.
Well,
playing Tennessee. See, Tennessee gives up a lot of
give me Jacoby. Give me Jacoby. Like I know that the Patriots should roll the Titans today, but Van Jefferson's got a tough matchup against Russell Douglas of the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay's been pretty good against the pass, and they've been keeping offenses legit. So give me Jacoby Myers. He gets hyper targeted in certain circumstances. I don't know if he gets it done like over the top today, but I believe he does beat out Van Jefferson.
Yeah, there's a pretty good amount of points to go around. The Titans are giving up 44 points to wide receivers a game on average.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at. Yeah, Tennessee just loves giving up points to wide receivers. So Jacoby Myers is the player for this one for sure. Half PPR.
Maybe he gets in the end zone again. Ooh, that'd be nice.
Second one for the year. That'll be the second one for the year.
Yeah.
And one more here with Chenault or T. Higgins in PPR.
Ooh,
it's a tough one too. Chenault's back at the slot, which I feel like is where he thrives. So that
I might go with T. Higgins, man. I'm gonna go with T. Higgins here. I just think that this is gonna be a divisional game, prime time, Sunday night football. You saw what happened last year. I mean, those guys pretty much like put up, I think it was like close to like 90 points last year in that Thursday night game. Yeah, I like T. Higgins in this one.
I just want to check one thing and see if Joe Hayden is out, which I believe he is.
Feeling
like a check.
I feel like I'm a little weary about Joe Burrow.
Yes, Hayden is out today. I'm going Higgins.
You go Higgins? Even with Mika and Watt coming back?
Yeah.
I was thinking, my bad. I was thinking about something Cleveland.
I was going to say something. I remember he said something about Sunday night. I was like, I think I heard that wrong.
Yeah, my bad. No, okay.
No,
But still, I mean, no, divisional, the divisional matchup here. Yeah, since he's playing at home. Yeah, Joe. But see, Joe, even if Joe Hayden's playing, man, that dude is, he's not the guy that he was like years ago. You know what I'm saying? He's not the shutdown
Correct.
guy. He gets, he gets caught out there,
Pittsburgh
and
can
then
give up
also,
some points through the air, and that's
yeah,
how Cincinnati attacks
yeah,
you. So I think
yeah. And he's the
I
number
think
one
Higgins.
behind Jamar.
Oh man, this is gross. I don't want to make this decision right here because Tua hasn't thrown a touchdown since week 8.
I think Higgins over
Or
Chenault.
not Tua. Trevor Lawrence hasn't thrown a touchdown since week 8. But I feel like Higgins is going to have a tougher day against the Steelers. But I guess if I had to go with the quarterback play, I still like Burrow way more than I like Trevor Lawrence. Just I'll go Higgins, but I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Higgins, man. I just don't trust that Jacksonville team, offense, defense. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with T. Higgins.
Yikes. Oh man, Justin, what's going on? How about that, Cowboys? We brought that up earlier. Going on down here too. Delusional Tanner, welcome in, welcome back. Happy Sunday. Would you start Michael Pittman or Miles Sanders in a half-point PPR flex? He's starting Keenan, McLaurin, and Lockett in his wide receiver spots, and Eckler and Swift. Oof, I know, in his running back spots.
FML, yeah,
Could be a lot
Eckler's
worse.
got a good matchup. I would go with Sanders here. I think he's going to have a smash day. He's got the great matchup against the Giants, and yes, Will, I know it's our Giants, but I think Sanders can do it for you today, man. And yeah. I'd rather bet on the rushing upside in a half-point PPR than hoping that Michael Pittman gets into the end zone today.
Yeah. I'm on board with that.
Same, and even though, I mean, and probably get some things off the some receptions out the backfield as well. So I'm going with Miles Sanders here as well.
Cool,
because you're pretty much you like you said banking on Pittman get a tutty for you today.
That Tampa Bay game. Before we move forward, sorry.
Yeah,
that Tampa Bay Indianapolis game, it just screams like it's going to be a low point game to me.
Shoot, I agree. They're going to.
Because you think about the Indianapolis Colts, their strengths: Jonathan Taylor, rushing the ball and running the ball and catching the ball, and then Tampa Bay is very good against the run. So yeah, it's going to force Indianapolis to pass, but how successful are they going to be at that? Like, we don't know. So I would like to go back to that question a little bit. I would rather be safe with the Miles Sanders pick.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I know.
I'm not saying don't play Michael Pittman at all. I'm just saying I prefer Sanders in my flex over.
Yeah, in that tilt, I would.
So your confidence level is higher on the Sanders.
Correct.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm in agreement. Yeah.
Yeah. Same. And Ryan, what's going on, man? Welcome in. Is Elliott worthless going forward? Ryan is a Cowboys fan, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, you don't say. Worthless? No.
Yeah, that's harsh.
Trying to make a trade, Ryan?
Pollard
is very enticing right now.
Yeah, Pollard is very, very enticing. I wouldn't say worthless, but if you could get rid, I mean, I don't know. I need more information. I need more information in regards to why.
So I know what he's going for because he's in a league with us. He's in a dynasty league with us.
Oh, okay.
So it's dynasty. And is he worthless going forward? No, he's still going to hold dynasty value. On the other side of things, if you're going to use him into your playoffs, like, you better hope that he gets healthy by week 15, if that's when your playoffs start, because that's going to dictate. Schedule. That's going to, yeah, exactly. He's got a great schedule. They are going to rest him. I think he at least sits out one game, and it's going to be tough. Or they're going to switch roles, like we saw at the end of the game. Zeke didn't really get too much work, but he did get a touchdown. But they should flip roles if at least, otherwise they're going to see Elliott sitting for at least one game.
Yeah, it's a little tough of a situation, but the schedule looks good, so at least we got that going for us, for the Zeke owners. Matt, what's going on, bud? Welcome in.
What's up, Matt?
Matt's talking to Justin about the Lakers. I know nothing about basketball. I'm learning from Will. Adam Rush, what's up, dude? Welcome back. Bad beat last week. Started Patty. Najee was hurt for 2 drives and lost by 1.3.
Ouch.
Dang. Yeah, that's
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry to hear that. That is a tough one.
Yep, and Brady killed our boys. Yep. I was there for that one. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was. Yeah,
It hurt. It hurt my soul. But hey, it's a new beginning. Jason Garrett's gone. I'm reading notifications that Gettleman's on the chopping block after this season. So let's roll. 2022 Giants. Let's go.
So real quick, Chef, real quick. Why is he even on the block? He should be out. Like he should have been out on Thanksgiving, before Thanksgiving.
He should have been out before Jason Garrett.
Yeah.
But I think they're doing the responsible thing and not having to worry about finding a new GM this season. I think they're going to eventually get rid of Gettleman, which makes a lot of sense, and then waive their options for the remainder of the season. I mean, they already did it with the offensive coordinator, and if they give Freddie Kitchens an offensive coordinator job, I may have to switch teams. I am not on that train. I am not on that train.
Whoa.
But hold on. Freddie Kitchens as an offensive coordinator versus a head coach is completely different.
No, it's not, because he did the same thing in Cleveland. He called the offensive plays and did not know how to do it. He's a great tight end coach. I'm down with that. All right. He helped us with Kyle Rudolph this season. Shout out, Kyle Rudolph is most likely out today. But yeah, like I do not have confidence in Freddie Kitchens to run an offense. And I don't expect the Giants to win too many games this season for the rest of the season, even though the schedule isn't that bad.
But they should put up points. So, if we're talking about fantasy, they should put up some points. So we'll see. We'll see how they fare. We'll see how they fare.
I'm looking forward to it personally. Dirty Money, what's going on? Welcome back. Got a quick one here. McLaurin or Thielen?
Ooh. Yeah, this is not as simple.
It is Thielen's interesting because San Francisco does allow points to the wide receiver.
Does. Thielen's also that red zone target hog. If they can get down there. They look to him all the time. I'm going to go with Scary because San Fran is only giving up. They only allow they're third in the league right now at 202 yards passing yards. So yeah, I think your safest and best bet is going to be McLaurin. Scary.
I'm rolling with it too. It's a little scary, but I'm going Terry.
Yeah.
Is Curtis Samuel playing today?
Possibility.
Monday,
yes, he is.
I think that can help. I think it's going to help McLaurin a little bit. I think it's going to take a little bit of pressure off him.
And Logan Thomas, by the way. The return of Logan Thomas.
Are they going to activate him?
They have up until today at some point to activate him. Yeah, I think they do because Ricky Seals-Jones is definitely not playing.
Yeah, he's not playing.
So I think Logan Thomas is getting activated today. So we should see a rejuvenated Washington offense, which is really nice. And I think it'll benefit Terry McLaurin more so than anything else.
If Logan Thomas is activated, are you playing him?
If I have to, yeah, sure. I mean, I wasn't gonna wait. I wasn't gonna wait until Monday to play him. I had Dawson Knox and him on the same team, so I just played Knox, and that definitely helped me in my favor with his 2 touchdowns on Thursday.
So I am, because the leagues that I got Logan Thomas and I'm in bad shape, man. At the tight end position, I'm in bad shape. So I have no choice but to start him. So I'm hoping that he's active for tomorrow night.
Cool. I have him on my IR spot in multiple leagues. I'm excited to pull him out of that spot finally because I've been holding on ever since he went down. Justin needs one guy for his bench here. Mike Davis, Jeff Wilson, or DJ Dallas. Out of all three of those backups, I'm going to say Jeff Wilson to me has the most value.
Need one guy for his bench. Yeah, Jeff Wilson does have the most value. You're right.
Especially since every week Elijah Mitchell has a questionable designation heading into the game. So he's just constantly banged up. Which kind of
that's Jeff what happens to 49ers running backs. They just get beat up.
That is true.
Right.
And Mike Davis, even when Cordell Patterson was hurt, Mike Davis did not look good. Even though Quandre Holliston isn't playing today, I'm not looking forward to playing Mike Davis at all. Jeff Wilson, I mean, he's probably your best bet out of these three. I am intrigued by DJ Dallas a little bit. I think he deserves a little bit more work in that offense, but he's hiding behind Alex Collins right now, and even with Travis Homer out and I believe Rashad Penny out, DJ Dallas is going to be relegated to
Rashad Penny
receiving
is out.
work. Yeah, both of them are out. But yeah, I think Jeff Wilson has the opportunity to score more fantasy points on a weekly basis.
This is how I agree. This is how I feel about Alex Collins as of late.
I'm taking
them back.
You're racking up.
I'm taking them back because I've just been. It's just I don't like the utilization. It's just I can't figure out that how Pete Carroll wants to do things, and
he was good for that little a couple of weeks.
A little bit.
A little bit. So
I started having to feel like I had to pivot elsewhere. Like I had to go to another podcast and like sneak in and be like, "Hey guys, Collins." But I was playing against Chef. Justin says Hollywood is expected to play, and correct. I believe it is trending in that direction. And Will thinks, or he says he thinks it's Javonte Day as opposed to a Melvin Day.
Yes, let's go. Let's speak it into existence, Justin. Let's speak it into existence. But yeah, even like again, even if Hollywood is playing, I don't care. I'm gonna go with Bateman over Hollywood. I just think again, Bateman is getting better and better each game, and he's getting more targets out there. And then also Lamar should be playing this week, so should be interesting.
You know, it's the rookie running back coming off the bye rule. We saw it with Swift. We saw it with Miles Sanders. We saw it with Cam Akers last year. Javonte Williams, throw him in there, and let's get locked and loaded. LA is terrible against the run, great against the pass, terrible against the run. I think Javonte Williams has a great game, along with Melvin Gordon.
Rookie running back coming off of the bye. I'm not a superstitious, but I am a little stitious. I love it. Matt says, if Aaron Jones plays, do you guys still like playing A.J. Dillon? I don't know why they would rush Aaron Jones back. Matt, we brought this up a little earlier. The Packers are one of those teams where if they say you're cleared to play, that means that you are cleared to play. They famously don't take any chances when it comes to injuries. So for my money, if they're activating Aaron Jones, that means that Aaron Jones is good to go. That being said, if you're like looking for like if you're in a deeper league and you're looking for a desperation flex option, I feel like you could do a lot worse. And you could throw AJ Dillon in there and still maybe have a pretty decent game.
Yeah, I don't know, what do you guys think? It's going to be a game time decision, and I'm a little weary about it. I really am.
You and me both, man. You have Dillon and I have Rodgers.
Who else do you have, Matt?
Yeah, Matt, let us know who else you have. See if we can figure this out for you.
And it's a 425 game.
425 game, that's the thing.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, obviously Justin's he has both of them. So
Justin's on it, man. I love it. Yeah, Matt, throw that in the chat. We'll see if we can navigate that around that. Justin says Stafford dealing with elbow pain and a back issue that we brought up, and he said, do you start him or go Cam or Taylor or Heineke?
No, I'm still going Stafford.
I'm still going Stafford in that matchup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm riding with Stafford for sure. It says Mitchell is expected to play, which I think it was trending in that direction too.
Ooh, that's news actually.
I think I saw it late last night or this morning. Got to sneeze again.
I played the old man last night, man. I think I passed out at like 10:30.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
And yes, Mitchell is expected to play. I'm looking at it right now.
Cool. All right. At least we got that.
That helps me out. I'm going to put him in.
Jim Rambo, coolest name in fantasy football. Welcome back. Good morning. Just waiting on some injury updates. We will help you out with that once those come through for sure. And I like this. Darius Slay has not allowed more than 27 yards to a receiver so far this season. Among those he faced, AB, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, DJ Moore, Tyreek Hill, Amari Cooper, Calvin Ridley. That is a murderer's row. Thank you for that, Justin.
The unpaid intern.
The unpaid intern. We gotta start making some money. We gotta get Miller Lite to sponsor this this show because I love coffee so much.
Or Miller Lite.
No,
it was definitely Clapper's fault.
It was Clapper's fault.
Yeah,
Aaron Jones or Barkley, aka street clothes, because he is always hurt.
Give me Barkley.
I would go Barkley.
Yeah, the Eagles have a tough time stopping the run. I think Barkley gets off to a great start today. Yeah, I think he's going to be the focal point of the defense, really.
100%.
Yeah, divisional game. I think he's going to go off today. He should. I mean, he needs to do something.
I saw a picture the other day of Saquon's legs, and I like forgot for a little bit about like what his legs look like.
Because his
And I was
quads are
like
bigger than her head.
terrified. Yeah, just terrified. The one night that he was supposed to come into the restaurant, I was just so pumped just because like I just want to see the man's legs in person. Just be like, wow, that's crazy. He needs his own separate section just to sit down.
Did you guys see him after Thanksgiving? Like I think he took off Friday from practice, and everybody's like, "Why'd you take off Friday from practice?" And his answer was, "I ate too much food on Thanksgiving, and I needed to go to the bathroom." I was like, they're like, "Why'd you leave practice?" They're like, "I ate too much food on Thanksgiving. I had to go to the bathroom." I'm like, "You gotta be kidding me."
That's awesome, dude.
Oh.
I love it. Just gotta be honest, man. It's just what it is. We're all humans. And Jim Rambo wants to know if Aaron Rodgers still questionable.
No, I think he's playing.
He's playing for that. Yeah,
he's playing. He's good to go.
His little toe is good to go.
His little toe is good to go. Justin, first over under of the day. Over under 33 points. Waddle and Justin Jefferson.
That Waddle is Carolina defense.
JJ, Justin Jefferson.
Is it Justin Jefferson?
Is it? I think so, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go over. Yeah, over 33 points. I'll go over. Because JJ could get you. JJ could get you over 100 yards receiving and then add a touchdown, and then Waddle, you're hoping for
10 points,
80,
10 to 12
80,
points.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, Josh Norman's garbage anymore.
It's going to be close, but I'll go over.
Points.
Yeah,
I'll go over too. I like it. Justin says, "Do you see the Eagles' schedule? They might win the division." Yeah, I'm just gonna, be very quiet about that and just move on here.
Oh, they're gonna win the division.
I'm just gonna be very quiet about it because
they're gonna win the division. They got to beat us today, bro.
I didn't say
don't know about all that.
I didn't see that. Justin said it. Week 12, baby. Moving on, fantasy show. Ryan Alexander isn't Tom Brady QB number 1? No, that is Jalen Hurts, unless you
depending
on referring to, just for fantasy purposes for the leagues that we're in, Ryan. I'm pretty sure Jalen Hurts is running that train.
It depends on what spot you have. In like sleeper, they have him as QB2. Jalen Hurts, they have Tom Brady as QB3. I could probably find somewhere, but I believe on Fantasy Pros,
Brady's QB number 1 for football, for real life football, and he's the GOAT. A couple years ago, man, I stopped. I stopped trying to like play the game of like Tom Brady's not the best. Like I gave up. Tom Brady's the GOAT. He's got it. He wins. As
of right now, Jalen Hurts is QB1 with 253 fantasy points.
Sheesh.
Compared to Tom Brady with 242. Now, Hurts has played one more game than Tom Brady, so we will see that switch during the bye week for Jalen Hurts. But as of right now, Hurts is averaging 23 fantasy points per game, one of the highest.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, man.
That is ridiculous. That is, you would think it's unsustainable, but it just keeps happening.
Yeah, he's over Tom Brady, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, and he's on my fantasy team. Let's go.
Good draft, Chef.
Great draft. Second round pickup.
Nice. Oh, Giuseppe's phone glitched out, so let's help him out here. His first one we went back to was Mitchell, Gibson, Elijah Mitchell, Antonio Gibson, Miles Sanders, and A.J. Dillon at half point. And I think we went with Gibson and Sanders, right?
Yes. We
did. And then
we didn't know Mitchell was going to play, but I think it's still Gibson, Sanders.
That's right. I agree. And I think this one's new, though. T. Higgins or OBJ in PPR. Because before, I think it was T. Higgins or Van Jefferson. No,
correct.
It was T. Higgins or...
You know what? I'm going to go with OBJ.
I might be on the same line as you there.
Man.
I really want to talk about this. I've been waiting for an OBJ.
I'm with you.
So,
OBJ.
Are you guys ready to trust OBJ?
I'm not trusting him, but I like him over T. Higgins.
To start him?
T. Higgins hasn't done much for me lately.
I like him over. I don't really like T. Higgins this week. I don't like the play. I don't like this matchup for T. Higgins. Even though I rolled with you guys on another one of the tilts, which I don't
like his target share the last game with only 3 targets. Like that's what really bothers me. Like if he can get more targets like he had up against Cleveland, sure. He comes out with a line like 6 for 78. That's perfect for a wide receiver 2 wide receiver 3 rather, flex option. OBJ, I mean, he hasn't done anything yet, but I think he could get it done today, more so than T. Higgins. So, yeah, give me OBJ. They've had some time to practice now and work him into the offense. So, I think he's going to be all right.
Yeah, the last game, he was just pretty much coming off a plane, right? And then pretty much going to go play. So I think this, that McVay is going to have some things drawn out, especially if he's like, that offensive guru. He's going to add him into it. Yeah. So I'm gonna go not only with the player but then also the coach in this situation. So I like OBJ.
Okay, I'll go OBJ too because it's hard for me to pick. But if I had to pick a coach like Sean McVay, you just got to trust that he's going to get something done. And they brought him in there
for that
replace Van Jefferson.
Then
Robert Woods right, and then Robert Woods goes down, and then it's just kind of like he goes back to that same role. So you had to expect there was a plan in there, like something has to go down for it. I really want to see it because I want to trust it and I want it to happen, but I'm still rolling with OBJ over T. Higgins.
Yeah, I trust him. I think that he could give you that production that Robert Woods was giving you. Obviously, Cooper Kupp is that number one guy out there, but right behind him should be OBJ today.
I'm going to pay attention a lot to that game today. I'm excited for it. Movie Mike, what's going on? Welcome back, PPR, Cam Newton or Matthew Stafford?
I mean, PPR switches it all up for me. It's still Stafford.
I'm going Stafford.
Yeah, Stafford.
Yeah. Even though he's a little banged up, I'm not worried about it.
Just because of its PPR.
Yeah, for PPR, for sure. And I think this is what we talked about earlier, too. What we were just talking about, Higgins over Shenault. But I would go OBJ over Higgins. I think they're all kind of in that same tier-ish. OBJ might have a little more of because I feel like his talent, he's just kind of, there's something about it. You just got to trust McVay. This is about Ezekiel Elliott. Ryan here said he heard they talking about shutting him down because of his knee until the playoffs. Did you hear anything like that as far as Zeke goes?
There's whispers.
Yeah, again, but if that's the case, then if you could pick up Pollard or make a trade for Pollard, I'd go that route for the rest of the season at least. But yeah, because I don't think there's a big drop off. I really don't. I mean, there's other people that think that there's a huge drop off between Zeke and Pollard. I don't. I think, if you look at both of those guys running, it feels like, this year Zeke is pretty much running 100%. Every time he gets the ball. Pollard, he seems like he's running like 115, 120% every time he gets the ball. And he also is able to do some things out the backfield catching. So I like Pollard in this situation if Zeke is out.
I believe that they have a Thursday night matchup this week coming up against New Orleans. You could probably see Zeke sitting out for that. But after that, Washington, New York, Washington, I think they're going to let Zeke play in those. They have to win a playoff spot. They have to stay on top of the NFC East. So for those purposes, I think they give Zeke a week off against New Orleans, tough running back matchup, and let him come back week 14 feeling a little bit better.
Yeah, I think
in my personal opinion.
That would be the smart play. Yeah. And Justin, I'm riding with you on this one, man. Just so you know, the Jets will win this week. I'm all about it.
Against Houston?
Against the Texans? Yeah.
I don't know, Justin. Hit me up on the back end. I might want to do a little friendly wager. Which
I don't know about that.
I don't know, Tyrod.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. I think it's an Elijah Moore day.
I could agree with that it's going to be an Elijah Moore day. But we see Zach Wilson come back this week, right? Zach Wilson's supposed to be the starter.
Yeah.
So let's see if he learned anything on the sideline for 5 weeks.
That's what I'm hoping.
Because I'd
rather if he throws for over. Let's see if he throws for over 300 yards. Because every other Jets quarterback is able to do that. So
Elijah Moore too is. Elijah Moore has. All right, so let's see. He's been doing this with that whole quarterback roulette out there in New York, right? 11 targets, 8 targets. 11 targets, 8 for 141 and 1 last week. He's had double-digit fantasy points since the week 6 bye. So that's how many quarterbacks? 3 quarterbacks he's done it with. So that gives me a lot of confidence that he might just be talented enough to just go up and get the ball. 4 touchdowns in the last 3 weeks. Hasn't seen less than 6 targets since the bye. I'm just saying Elijah Moore is a good play. I haven't seen anything in here today, but I've been excited to talk about him.
I agree with you that Elijah Moore is great. I don't agree with the fact that Zach Wilson can get it done. I actually went out and picked up Houston's defense today in one league to play him up against the Jets. Their run game is decimated with Michael Carter being out. They're going to have trouble sustaining the run to open up the passing lanes. You're going to see same old Zach Wilson running for his life, playing backyard football, which could lead to Elijah Moore getting some play time and some recess.
Recess.
I think Houston gets it done here. They're just a better team, man. I unfortunately.
And I see all these tilts that are coming in at the bottom here. Stay with us, guys. We're getting to them. We got one for Nick right here. Ty Johnson, DJ Dallas, or Burkhead, full PPR. Oh man.
I'm going Ty Johnson. I'm gonna go Ty Johnson. I mean, Burkhead hasn't done anything this year. DJ Dallas. I'm gonna go with Ty Johnson.
Burkhead, huh? Ugh.
Jeff, what do you think
about Houston?
I know, but Burkhead's not the passing down guy. I don't know if I would.
Give me Ty Johnson.
Yeah.
I'm just over here switching up all these. I'm putting
That's a tough one,
more
Nick.
A couple of lineups over here, but yeah, Ty Johnson. I'm not touching Burkhead whatsoever, and then DJ Dallas. Just that offense out there. I don't know what they're doing. I think Ty Johnson is your safest play.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that too. Can we make Justin a mod? What's a mod?
Moderator.
Is that like a
moderator?
It's a moderator. What?
I guess.
Like the chat.
Yeah, I guess the chat. Yeah, I guess
I think unofficially Justin's like doing that all the time anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Justin, we got to find some way to compensate you, man. Love it. Eagles going to beat the Giants today. I love that too.
On, Justin.
Fins Panthers is going to be a sneaky one.
Yeah.
That too. And Nick's back here with another one here. Sit one. Freiermuth, Higgins, or Waddle. Full PPR.
I'd be sitting Higgins here.
Let's go. Thank you.
Freiermuth, he's on a tear. Eric Ebron out. And then Waddle. Yeah, you have to play Waddle.
With two out there, yeah.
Agreed.
Agreements.
And Shamir, welcome back. Good morning.
Good morning.
Got a quarterback till form right here. Cam, Wilson, or Wentz?
Ooh.
So we're only going to pretty much be talking about Cam or Wentz.
Yeah, I'm not playing Zach Wilson.
Yeah, after that.
This is
which
a tough
Wilson?
one, though.
Wait, which Wilson?
Zach.
Zach.
Or Russell.
Yeah, that's
it.
Good point.
Yeah, I don't know which Wilson it is.
Huh.
All right, so for the moment, Shamir, let us know if it's Russ or if it's Zach Wilson. It's probably Russ because Zach wouldn't even be in it. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, Russell.
All right, cool. So the plot thickens.
I actually have this, and I think I played Russell.
I think I'm going Wilson here. I think I'm going Russ.
Against Washington?
Yeah.
Giving up the most points to fantasy quarterbacks on the season.
And their run game
game
is tough because they don't really have too much. I mean, Alex Collins and DJ Dallas. Wilson should be able to throw the ball against Washington today. Like that's pretty relevant, I think, in the fact of picking Wilson here. Cam, we talked about him up against the Dolphins. They know how to shut down the Russian quarterback. Will alluded to that. And then Wentz, I don't know how to play this game, man. It's going to be tough against Tampa Bay, man.
Yeah, that's what I was
going to
say. Jonathan Taylor.
Because Wentz does go off at home, and they are playing at home. They're playing indoors, so we know that the weather's not going to be a factor whatsoever. But maybe a case where I don't know, man. If they shut down JT, they have no choice but to go ahead and pretty much pass the ball. But you know what I think?
Go ahead.
No, I just think that out of all three, Russell's like the safest. Is going to be the safest play because Wentz is like, okay, this or that could happen, but Russell's just like, okay, he could definitely go off. So you're hoping for Wentz. You don't pretty much have to hope for Russell.
Although he has been playing very mediocre his first 2 games back.
Yeah, very, very
subpar. Yes.
Yeah, subpar.
So let's talk about Cam real quick. How do you guys feel? Because I feel like he does have a decent matchup as well. Like, how do you feel about the rushing upside? How do you feel about the Dolphins letting up enough?
I think the Dolphins are going to focus on the run as much as they can and try to eliminate or just hold back Christian McCaffrey, which they won't be able to do. But on the goal line, I think they do stop Cam a little bit. So
yeah,
it's a tough one. And you know what? It's tough enough for me to throw this out there.
Here we go.
Tilt of the week.
There it is.
You have the tilt of the week. It is a tough
man.
one. How you have all 3 of these quarterbacks on your roster is amazing. But I don't know. I'm taking Wilson's side here. Will, you picked Wilson, correct?
Yeah, I'm going Wilson. I just think that with what Miami's going to do is just pretty much use the same exact blueprint that they did a couple weeks ago when they played Baltimore and they shut down Lamar, and they weren't able to get anything going on that offense over there. So I think it's going to be more of the same today. It's just pretty much the same carbon copy for that game. So yeah, I like Wilson. Like again, in this order: Wilson, Wentz, and then Cam. But Wentz, you're pretty much hoping and praying that that something good happens out there. But I think that Wilson is going to be the best option.
I'm gonna go Wilson too. I'm gonna go Wilson, Cam, or Wentz though in reverse order. I'm thinking that Jonathan Taylor might be. Look, if Khalil Herbert can tear apart Tampa Bay's run defense, then Jonathan Taylor might be a one of those matchup proof type guys, and I don't think Wentz is gonna have to do too much. Cam also going against the Dolphins. Dolphins have given up the 3rd most fantasy points to wide receivers through the last 6 weeks. And I think DJ Moore's going to have a good day too. But for me, this one, I'm going to go Wilson. That was a good tilt, Shamir. Thank you.
Tilt.
Very good. Very good.
Manny Jordan. There he is.
Manny Jordan.
What's up? All right. So full PPR for Manny Jordan. Who's worth the stash? Well, we got a lot of stash questions today.
It's
People getting
towards
ready.
that time of year.
It sure is. Yeah. It's the holiday season. Got to put them up, put them in a box, put it in a bow on it. Who's worth the stash? DJ Dallas, Nyheim Hines, or Boston Scott?
All right, I'll take this, I guess. I'm
go
going to
ahead,
lean Nyheim Hines here.
Cool.
Yes.
Because of the usage that the running back gets in Indianapolis alone. If you look at it, Alex Collins is there. I mean, yeah, Travis Homer. They have a bunch of other backups. Same thing with Philadelphia. You know, Boston Scott may be the backup, but they also have Jordan Howard not playing this week because he's banged up. But they also have Kenneth Gainwell. They have other options. Nyheim Hines is the option for Indianapolis. I believe he does when he gets the ball. I mean, we haven't seen him as much because Jonathan Taylor is on a tear. But I never hoped this would happen. But if Jonathan Taylor did go down, we would see Nyheim Hines easily be slotted in as a low-end RB1, high-end RB2 for the rest of the season. So that's I would stash.
Yeah,
out of those 3.
Because Boston Scott's just losing, Miles Sanders is back, and then obviously we know with Jordan Howard, he's also getting some touches out there. So Boston Scott's pretty much been back to like the 3rd option out there. So yeah, I like Nyheim Hines.
And every time I see Hines on the field when he gets the ball, I'm like, bro, he's got so much juice.
Yeah, he could definitely be a starter for other teams. There's other teams out there he could start for.
Yeah, but Jordan,
JT's different, man. Yeah, JT's different.
Yeah, he's built different. All right, so Nick Kobe needs us to pick 2 here. Elijah Mitchell, Javonte Williams, Jacoby Myers, or Devontae Smith in full PPR.
All right, I'm going to go with Javonte Williams and Javonte Williams and Devontae Smith. That's a tongue twister right there.
Javonte and Devontae, yeah, that's tough.
Yeah,
but I'm going with you. I think I still think it might be more of might be stupid microphone. Might be more of a Melvin Gordon game with the script of the the revenge game and all that stuff. And Melvin Gordon is just still proven to be the guy, but they've both proven to be fantasy viable week in and week out with both of them on the field, which is unbelievable. So I'm going Javonte and Devontae.
I'm different from both of you guys. Give me Elijah Mitchell and give me Javonte Williams. If Elijah Mitchell is playing, that means he's getting a start. Minnesota 22nd against the run. I think they will utilize him to the fullest. Deebo Samuel will be involved, obviously, but Elijah Mitchell will get it done. Same with Javonte Williams coming off the bye week. Devontae Smith playing up against Bradbury, man. I do not like that shadow coverage. If I can avoid it, I will, and this is how I'm going to do it, playing Javonte Williams or Elijah Mitchell in my flex.
Okay. All right. I see where you're
going.
going.
I'm writing that down, man. I'm writing that down.
What, Elijah over Devontae?
Yeah.
All right. I got it.
Yeah, just Zach. Man, Zach Wilson is just not. He hasn't shown me anything whatsoever, and I'm forced to play him. I got him in one of my leagues. I'm forced to play him today because it's a super flex league. But
who are you forced to play?
Zach Wilson. I just have no confidence, man. I have no confidence he's going to be able to get the ball out there to my guy.
To who?
Elijah Mitchell for San Fran. Elijah Mitchell. I'm sorry. I'm talking
about Elijah Moore.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Elijah Moore. Yeah, no, but still, Elijah Mitchell. Yeah, Javonte. Listen, Denver always uses both, and even I could see this game going with Melvin Gordon getting probably 20 carries. 20 carries, 1 touchdown. But I think Javonte is going to be able to score a touchdown as well. They pretty much have like a 50-50 split out there. So it's kind of like if it's similar to what the Cowboys are doing, right? With Zeke and Pollard. And just like Pollard, Javonte is always taking advantage of that of the situations that he's in when he comes in and is able to play. So yeah, I'm just like with Elijah Mitchell. I just don't think that he will go off, but I just think that Javonte is a better option in my opinion.
Oh no, I'm picking both of them.
Yeah,
and I'm taking out the wide receivers. I'm going
Devontae, man. Listen, we're always good, man. Unfortunately, the Giants are always good to give up a big play. So I just think that if and when that happens today, it's going to be Devontae Smith. I could see him getting it's going to be like a 40+ reception, and I'm going to be like sick to my stomach when that happens. But it happens every game. So I think that if it does, it's going to be him. Him above anyone else. So I'm sticking. Listen, final answer: Devontae and Devontae.
Same. I'm on that same tip. And I'm looking at real quick here. We are at 11:03, so we're 27 minutes away from when designations become injuries and injuries become designations. The one thing I am looking at here is 8:20. How do you guys feel about Kareem Hunt? Do you think he's going to play tonight? I haven't heard anybody talk about Kareem Hunt today so far in the chat.
He's going to play.
I think he is too.
Yeah, no, he's going to play. Whether or not I start him is another story.
I mean, I guess it depends on the construction of your roster, but something I was wanted to bring up for anybody who was wondering. What? Did he freeze again? No.
Yeah.
Chef, come back.
Him in one game.
Well, while we're for Chef, let's do a little bit of a commercial break here. If it's a home game, for breakfast to McDonald's, I'm not even going to lie to you. I have to get a McGriddle, 2 hash browns and an orange juice. I don't know whose quote that was, but
I don't know, man. I'm back. I don't know what's going on with my laptop today. It keeps flipping to Bluetooth mode.
Oh,
I don't know why.
Back.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. I was wondering where Zach was. Good morning, Zach.
What's good, Zach?
What's going on? All right. So currently he has Aaron Jones on the bench. Do we think he's worth the play this week?
Yeah, I'm looking at him right now. Actually, in one of my lineups, I'm thinking about just taking a gamble and putting them in there, because like you said, you had a good point. The Packers just don't put out players just to put out players out there. Like they make sure that you're like 100%. They don't even put you out for like 90%. So I'm banking on that to stay true today, and then for them to go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and just bank on Aaron Jones, man. If they're saying that he's active, I mean he's still listed as questionable, but yeah.
Is he active though? That's the whole thing. Like we haven't heard the official. I believe it was a game time decision.
Yeah.
So if he's a game time decision at 4:25, Zach, if you have a better option in the morning in the early games, I would play the better option, the safer option. He could play, he could come in, and we could see a split with A.J. Dillon, which is it very well could happen. So I'm leaning towards not playing Aaron Jones. If you have
At
a better
9
option,
o'clock
you
this
play him.
morning, there was some optimism that Aaron Jones will play. Which
I mean, it was the same optimism that they had yesterday for him, apparently, because he hasn't even woken up yet at 9 a.m.
So I don't really know. Like me, he sleeps in.
Yeah.
He also thinks that OBJ coming off the bye will have a good game.
Yeah.
I think he
I think he goes off today. I think he definitely goes off today.
And I'm going to jump right down to Zach's one more here. Excuse me. All right, Galladay, Lockett, Freiermuth, Aaron Jones, Stevenson. Start 2.
Ooh.
I'm going to go Lockett and Freiermuth.
Same. I was thinking the same thing.
I'm not touching Galladay, man. This guy's been
can't trust him. Can't trust him.
Can't trust Galladay, especially against
Watch
the
him
Eagles
go off
secondary.
today.
Yeah, Roger. Watch him go off against Darius Slay. He's gonna go up against Darius Slay.
It's the hardest matchup he's had all year, and he's gonna blow Darius Slay up.
Like a buck receptions and like probably like 1 or 2 touchdowns. Yeah, this is so crazy.
Oh my
I'm gonna be so mad if that happens.
Yeah, I'm playing Freiermuth and Lockett, and that's
you're not taking Aaron Jones is not a part of that for you.
No, I'm not trusting.
No, over these, not over these options. I think Lockett is definitely Lockett and Freiermuth are definitely a lock. Yeah, definitely a lock for me.
If Aaron Jones is healthy, I'm going Aaron Jones and Lockett. If Aaron Jones is not healthy, then give me Freiermuth and Lockett. That's a tough one, especially with that 425. Although
that's the whole thing, because Pittsburgh plays at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Yeah, that's true.
So if Aaron Jones doesn't play, you're screwed.
Well, you could.
Then you can flip the Lockett.
You could flip the Lockett.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
do that. You could wait. You could still wait.
Play Freiermuth and Aaron Jones, and then wait. If Aaron Jones doesn't play, then you play Lockett on Monday. Yeah, I can see that happening if you want to. If you want to roll the dice.
Way to do it. And Justin's got another over under here. Over under 34 for Stafford and James Robinson.
Give me the over there.
See, Robinson against Atlanta.
It's Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me the over.
Yeah, give me the over.
I love that. And best defense for the playoffs for Minnie Jordan: Seahawks, Eagles, Browns, Chargers, or Titans, or someone we recommend. I'm gonna just jump on this one real quick. I'm gonna smash the Chargers on this one, Minnie Jordan. They're playing Denver this week. Then they got Cincy, New York Giants, Kansas City, Houston, and Denver for your fantasy championship week. Out of all the ones you just listed, I think the Chargers have the best chance. The Eagles have a decent schedule too, where the Eagles might actually be. The only thing is we have a bye week 14. We're playing the Giants today, then the Jets. Then after the bye, it's Washington, the Giants again, and then Washington again. So that's a good schedule if you want to work around the bye. And then the Titans play New Orleans. New England today. Then they have a bye. And then it's Jacksonville, Pittsburgh, San Fran, and Miami. I think it's between the Chargers and the Birds for me, and I would go Chargers.
Chargers have the best schedule.
Yep.
Yeah.
For the Chargers, Browns have the best schedule for the playoffs.
For the rest of the season, though, you're going to go Browns. Browns don't have the best schedule for the playoffs, I don't think. They play against Green Bay and Pittsburgh.
I said Chargers, then Browns.
Yeah, Browns have I think they have a bad playoff schedule. Week 15, Vegas, 16, Green Bay, 17,
just
Pittsburgh.
For the playoffs, I'm looking at remaining schedule. My bad.
Very good.
Yeah, Chargers. Yeah, definitely Chargers is number one. Chargers is number one there.
I like the Eagles too. Except you just got to get around that week 14 bye, but the Eagles they have a great schedule going forward. Toughest one is week 18, and hopefully your league doesn't play week 18.
Yeah. I hope not.
Some leagues do. I won a championship last year in a week 17 league. And this year it just so happens that like nothing changed. So now it's just regular. We don't play 18 weeks. We just keep it at 17, which is now normal.
Huh.
Weird. I don't know. We did that one for Zach. Dr. Kalisha.
What's
Mess
up,
with
Doc?
Will and make some money. I love it. Big money,
Shout out
Will.
Dr. Kalisha. Appreciate it.
Will is winning all the time.
Trying to at least.
Wins me money every week. Mini Jordan 718 here with another one. Full PPR, choose a flex. Devontae Smith, Jeff Wilson, or Alex Collins.
Well, with the news of Elijah Mitchell, I'm gonna go with Devontae Smith here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, we're racking up our chips with Alex Collins. We're already racked up. We're cashing out. We're cashing out. We're going to the cashier. We're going to the
go to the
go to the gate. Go to the gate,
gate.
man. Go to the gate. Cashier's over there, man. Go cash out. So
color up, get off the table.
Color up, get off the table, rack up your chips, and yeah, man, go to the buffet if they're still open out there, man. I'm all off of Alex Collins, man.
Cash out and go to the buffet.
That's what I do. Listen, well, that's what I used to do. That was my play. I'd cash out and go to the buffet. You know.
I love that. Gotta eat. Wale Dyer, welcome back. Pittman or Godwin, full PPR.
Godwin
for sure. Yeah. I think. Listen, I think Tom Brady, man, and he did it against us. This guy is gonna throw. He's gonna again. So I know we go through it at the end, but guys, just book it right now. Whatever his passing total is, and I'll get it. I'll get you the number right now. Go over Tom Brady's total. So last week he was it was crazy because at one book he was at 294.5 over passing yards, and at another book he was at 300.5, and he hit both. He finished at I think 308. So yeah, definitely that's going to be Brady's going to go off. So you got Godwin and Evans going to be able to do their thing out there. Again, Indianapolis is just you don't know what you're going to get from Wentz, but you always know what you're going to get from Tom Brady.
True. Yeah, I'm on board with that all day.
In the same breath, Wale does here.
And then
Pittman or
Metcalf.
Give me Metcalf.
Yeah, I'm going Metcalf. Yeah.
The matchup is just insane. Washington is terrible up against the pass.
Yeah, I'll definitely take Metcalf. Good luck, Zach. Playing the top ranked guy going into the playoffs. This is where this is the part of that year, man, where
you got to make things happen.
You got to make things happen. Things can swing one way or the other very quickly. You got to stay on it. Tim Barrett, welcome back. Tim Barrett? I think it was Barrett. I think we figured this out. I think we did. Miles Sanders, Damian Harris, or Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Give me Sanders.
Yeah, Sanders.
The flex.
Yeah,
I'm all about Sanders today, man.
Going to my guy. Gonna go with my guy. We're coloring up on Collins, and we're all in on Sanders.
Yep.
Right before we color up.
Some stretch there. Right. We are 17 minutes away from some injury designations, some of which that we're looking for will be. I don't know if he's playing.
It's the questionables. It's the Aaron Jones, but we won't know that till later. Donovan Peoples-Jones. I want to hear a guaranteed Elijah Mitchell is in. That's something that I definitely want to hear, but we won't know for a little bit still. So
Cordell as well, he's pending as well. So I'm waiting for that. I got this lineup up right now just in case Patterson is out. I got to go ahead and take him out because he's pending as well. So Aaron Jones, Patterson.
What else we got? Saquon is still carrying a questionable designation at the moment.
Yeah, but I thought he was in line to start.
I think everything's trending to
him starting
to where he's starting for sure.
Would you guys play Robbie Anderson or Hollywood Brown?
Hollywood. I can't.
I'm going Robbie.
I can't live in that Robbie Anderson.
Robbie with Cam coming back. He's had 6 targets. He had 5 receptions for 30 yards. I mean, I know it's not a lot, but
he's getting the targets.
A good matchup against Miami. He's finally getting the targets. He actually caught some balls. So maybe it was Sam Darnold.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I just think that with with Hollywood, he just drops so many passes, man, and he hit both of his hands, and these are like big time plays, right? So that's one of the things. Even if he's healthy and he's playing, it's just I think that Bateman is gonna already actually cut into some of his production there and his targets. So I like Robbie Anderson. I mean, listen, 5 receptions is or 5 targets is a good number right there. So I like Robbie Anderson over Hollywood Brown today. Or in general.
I hate Robbie Anderson. I hate him. He's probably a really nice guy. He's probably a nice dude. He'd probably give you the shirt off his back. But as far as fantasy purposes and draft capital and all that stuff, I don't like it. I don't like it anymore. And I know Hollywood drops passes. I had a whole thing against Hollywood last year where I was sick of giving people nicknames they didn't deserve. You calling this guy Hollywood for it. What did we start calling him? We started calling him Hoboken Brown. We started calling him Marquise Smokries. Yeah. Like, earn your nickname, cuzzo. But yeah, I'm gonna stick with Marquise Brown in this situation. Although the matchup is great for Robbie Anderson, if you have to play Robbie Anderson and you don't have a pivot to go to like someone like Hollywood Brown, then sure, you could play him because the matchup is good. But he's had some good matchups and haven't done much with it. That's how I feel about Anderson.
I'm going. I gotta go Robbie, man. I gotta go Robbie. Come on,
I
Justin.
Justin. Sorry.
No, Justin.
My man, Justin.
What's on with these?
Let's help Mini Jordan out here for Darren Waller and see how long he's going to be out for. It looks to be.
They said a couple of weeks, right? Listen,
and IT band in his knee.
Yeah,
I'm not a doctor.
Yeah,
I'm saying at least he misses. I think he misses week 13. He may be back for week 14.
But Renfro's going to be that guy out there. Renfro's going to be that guy out there, man.
By process of elimination, yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that means if he misses week 13, then he would come back week 13 or 14 against Kansas City. And that has Cleveland.
That's gonna be a nice matchup.
Yeah, it's not too. It's gonna come back. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Nope. Not a report. News on Swift.
Pick up Jamal Williams just in case. I mean, Swift was dealing with injury going into this game. He seems to be always injured, but he may actually play. He's got a little bit of a long rest coming up to go before he plays Minnesota. He may actually be able to play, but I think he's trending towards sitting at least one game, and I think he comes back against Denver in week 14.
If I was Swift, I would just sit out for the rest of the year. We haven't won a game. There's no need for me to take that abuse on my body. I would just personally, I'd sit out for the rest of the year. Detroit is looking
booty cheeks.
Just that. That just they're awful. They are just awful. Again, listen. I used that time on Thanksgiving to just do the other things that I needed to do. Some more prep time because it wasn't a game worth watching, and it came down to the wire. But I thought Jason Garrett was actually calling plays for the Bears.
He was phoning them in.
Yeah. Like, hey guys, let's go.
I won on that bet. I took the bet. I took the Bears money line.
Yeah.
Really?
So here, all right. So here's my thought. That's good. But here's always my thought on that. Right. In football, whenever it's -3 or less, I just go with the spread. Right. And it was -2. So I'm like, okay, well, if they win, they should win by more than 2. But again, they didn't. So it was a push, which I should have took the money line because I think the money line was like -136. So it wasn't that much of a juice. But
I got the money line on the Bears at +130 Thanksgiving morning.
Was there like a promo? There had to be something there because like there's no way.
I don't know. It was
there's no way Detroit. Yeah, it had to be because there's no way Detroit was favored. There's no way.
Well,
but that's good.
No,
that's
I
good.
think the point spread was -130 or something like that. But the money line was a little bit more, so I took the money line. I was like, I know the Bears are going to win. Detroit finds a way to lose each and every week. So,
man, tell me about it. I was sick. I was sick. I could have. I mean, and then they're playing for a field goal as opposed to a touchdown, which is ridiculous. I was hoping that they actually, at that point in time, I was like, you know what, I don't even care about losing the bet. I hope they lose a game because you shouldn't be playing for a field goal. That's just dumb.
Anything can happen for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's just you have all the time in the world. You're in the red zone. Like, come on, man. Like, put in the end zone. Just like seal the deal. But
Will say I was happy with Andy Dalton's day, having to pick him up off the waiver wire and play against Jeff because I've been streaming. I'm in such a
beat you to him in
QB
one league, and you
super
got me in
flex
the other
hell.
because I hadn't
Yeah,
any
because
fab
you
left.
you had the drop on him. I spent 23 and got him in one league, then failed in the other. But last week I played Flacco because I had to, and he got me 20, 25, 24, something like it. It was like I couldn't believe it. And then this week I had to drop Flacco and then I had to go pick up Dalton. So I've just been streaming quarterbacks week to week in a league where I'm 8-3. Like I'm hanging in there and I'm just trying to. But every
Luck
week
is
it's a
going to run
different.
out.
Oh, okay, I don't know about that. First of all, yeah, okay. Will, this is what's going on in this league. Ready? Here we go. This is my lineup. This is a disgusting lineup.
Which league are you
Stafford,
talking
Christian
about?
McCaffrey, prime. Matthew Stafford, Christian McCaffrey, David Montgomery, Adam Thielen, Noah Fant, Jamar Chase, Antonio Gibson. And then Andy Dalton is my second quarterback. But even just looking like down the barrel of just Antonio Gibson, Jamar Chase, David Montgomery, Christian McCaffrey, Adam Thielen, Rashad Bateman, Noah Fant. There it is.
I like that.
Yeah, I do too. But
yeah, that's
quarterback tough roulette here.
Hey, real quick, also, guys, I'm going to tell you guys this. I may stop playing every other league if it's not on Sleeper starting next year.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan
It's
of
the
MFL.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
MFL is tough, dude.
You have to have like a user guide to use MFL. So I think that after this year, when anybody asks me, because like I'm in 14 leagues right now, anybody asks me next year, like, hey, I'm like, well, what platform are we going to be on? Because if we're not on Sleeper, I'm not going to do it. Like I'm beating myself up every single Saturday and Sunday trying to get things done on MFL.
I'm only in 2 leagues. Like I did a lot of FCE eliminators, the FC eliminator stuff that I don't have to look at throughout the season. They're just a bunch of best ball leagues. So some best ball leagues, I like the best ball format on MFL
Underdog?
better. Underdog has a great one, by the way. But for the most part, it's just Scott Fishbowl, and I have one dynasty league that I'm in that I picked up this year as an orphan on MFL. Other than those 2, I'm not looking at them. I really don't. I know I'm in the bottom of the bin for that dynasty league, so I don't really pay attention to it too much.
I'm trying to play that like in the Scott Fishbowl. It's hard to navigate even getting to the waiver wire, and I have not been doing well, and I've lost some games by like just narrowly, but it's just.
Well, I mean, if you ever want a tutorial, we could do a tutorial here. Do a little video live stream on MFL. I'll show you how to do it. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot easier if you use the PC version rather than the
app.
Yeah, the app. Yeah.
The app is just for like ad drops and stuff like that, but still, it's still not as user friendly.
There it is.
Yeah,
nice. Real quick here for Adam Polio, we got Damian Harris or Ty Johnson.
I'm gonna go Harris.
Yeah, Harris is proven.
Cool. Yeah.
They're playing in New England. Let me see the weather. It's 41. The wind is not that bad. It's 41 degrees out there. So yeah, I'd go with Damian Harris. But I can see again. But see, Tevin Coleman. I mean, because Coleman did he was second last week behind Carter. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Damian Harris.
I'm gonna go with Damian Harris as the starter if he plays. If he doesn't play, I mean, he could be the guy. If there was anybody that may not play today, it's Damian Harris, and they're not talking about it a lot. My man has a neck injury.
That's a bad one, dude.
So, and then Ramondre Stevenson has a knee injury. So I think they both play, but it may lean more towards New England throwing the ball against Tennessee.
So during the show, what I have is like I always have my phone right here, and I have my lineups, right? Like my lineups right here. So as we're talking, as I see in the players that are out and questionable, I just take them out. So I took out Harris earlier, though. I took him out, and I swapped them in with I swapped Sanders in there. So it's not a bad swap.
And then Justin I love Sleeper. Like for instance, and this is really a question to Will, but I'm gonna steal it. He says, "Why do you like Sleeper over ESPN and Yahoo?" I've never played on Yahoo platform. I never have, but we
Awful.
all did. We all played on ESPN platform for a long, long time. Shout out to the fantasy footballers that got me on Sleeper, and I was using Sleeper for updates. And when they came out with the fantasy format, and I was like, or the platform rather, I was like, all right, I'm going to try this out. And we moved our home league, the Prime League that Mr. Swanson was just talking about. I'm the commissioner. I moved it to Sleeper, and everybody's like, why are we moving? Blah, 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 blah. Once they tried the app out, it was eye-opening. The amount of news that comes out there, the amount of different ways that you can set up your leagues, the scoring, the bonuses, the news, all put together, the chats that you can talk about. I mean, it just makes more sense. And then they also have Dynasty format. They were one of the first to have Dynasty format behind MFL. Like those kind of things, that makes me have Sleeper as my best format.
I agree. And if you go to sleeper.com/the tilt is real right now, you get 20% off of a
cookie.
Of a cookie for your mascot. I just wanted to hear what it sounded like.
Shout out at Sleeper HQ on Twitter.
The best, man. Hashtag not a sponsor yet, but we're here.
They follow
the show. Yeah, if you're looking, if you guys are looking.
Follow me too.
They follow the show.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God.
Hey, Sleeper.
Hey, we love you. Sponsor. You're the best.
So it's just easier. It's just when you're looking at apps, Justin. I mean, one of the things that I do is I just try to minimize the amount of work that I have to do on an app. And with Sleeper, is just like very, very simple. It's just like a touch of one or two where you could go ahead and swap out players and you could see what their performance is going to be, as opposed to Yahoo is just like straight trash, and then ESPN is garbage. So I like Sleeper. But I mean, I did start off on ESPN. It's just, it's sad because ESPN has not changed anything up since I started with it in what?
That's true.
They haven't since 06. 06 was the first time. Yeah.
One of my first leagues was on the NFL fantasy. NFL.
I remember that. And I had one in the NFL too.
I didn't know what fantasy was, and I was like, all right, let me try this out. And I tried 2 leagues. One was on Yahoo. I shared a team with a buddy. It was my first time playing, and we stunk. And I was like, all right, well, I got to play 2 just to see if I could do better by myself. And the NFL league, it was a free league. Just wanted to get my feet wet. I won that league. And I was like, all right, I can do this.
You got the itch.
Yep. That's how I got the itch. And I never looked back, but obviously it went from NFL to ESPN, and then ESPN. Once I found Sleeper, man, it was a home run.
Yeah,
everybody was called Sleeperbot before.
Yeah, the Sleeper.
It's like that scene in the Social Network where Justin Timberlake goes, "Drop the just Facebook,
drop the bot. It's just Sleeper.
Drop the bot, just Sleeper. It's cleaner." Now, Jim Rambo, coolest name in fantasy football, has got another tilt in right here. He says, it looks like the tilt could be a problem for Rodgers today, and he has Heineke on his bench. Should he start him instead of Rodgers? I wouldn't. I would not.
So
I still think Heineke might have a decent game, but not enough for me to bench.
So there's still time. Green Bay plays they play later on. They're in the second slot of games, and then Heineke's playing tomorrow night. So there's still time. But as of right now, I'm going with A-Rod. Yeah. I think his toe. Yeah, I think his toe will. They should be able to do something.
I mean, I think he had the same toe issue last week up against Minnesota, and he threw 23 completions for 385 and 4.
Right.
Like that's like what I'm looking at here. And although it is a decent matchup for Taylor Heineke, and he gets a couple weapons back, he's only hit 300 yards once, and that was week 2 up against the Giants. So yeah, it's Aaron Rodgers. By a toe.
Nicely done, Chef. I love that. Adam Polio's got another one here. Michael Pittman or DK Metcalf?
Metcalf.
It's Metcalf for me.
It's Metcalf for me. Cool. And Austin Bidwell, welcome back.
Here we go.
Sorry that you're getting in here late. Glad you stopped by.
Brown.
Here we go. Hollywood Brown, Alex Collins, Saquon Barkley, Deontay Foreman. Start one running back and one flex. Full PPR on this. This one's a full PPR.
Ooh, I want to hear Will say that he's taken Alex Collins over Saquon. Is it happening, Will?
It's not. So I'm actually taking the last two. I'm taking Saquon and Dante Freeman. Yeah. Again, I'm already at the buffet. I'm at the buffet. I'm probably on my second plate. I just finished eating my salad and some fruit. They got like some fresh fruit at the buffet, so that's good. So I'm on my second plate, getting the entree and stuff in the main course right now. So I already cashed out. On my Alex Collins chips.
Cordell Patterson is active. He will play.
Yes, let's go. Good.
Oh,
right.
All
well, that helps.
Save. Yeah,
I didn't want to play Mike Davis. For this one,
Patterson is playing.
Man, it's tough, dude. Like in this instance, I may just take a flyer on Hollywood Brown. Take Saquon and Hollywood Brown here.
Yeah. Again, I'm not trusting Hollywood, man. I mean, every time. No, but see, every time, like, because every time you're on Mike Williams, I'm down on him, and then he comes out there and like posts like 100+ receptions, a tutty, and then I'm over here looking dumb. So I'm not gonna say anything else bad about Marquise Brown. Because every time that Chef picks one of these players, they just go off, and I'm like completely on the wrong side.
I mean, there's interest. There's a reason why I pick the players because I know they're going to go off. So I think he took a week off. He took a week off against Chicago. Cleveland can be beat through the air. Yeah, if he gets back up to target speed, like if he was getting over 10 targets every single game, minus the Charger game in week 6. If he gets that many targets, he's going to produce somewhat for fantasy and give you a solid floor. So yeah, I mean, even if it is only like 6 catches for 40 yards, I'm happy with the 10 points. I'm not sure Dante Foreman gets 10 points. I'm not sure Alex Collins gets 10 points. So give me Saquon and Hollywood Brown in this matchup. In this tilt anyway.
The other thing is though, as well with the whole Marquise Brown, and not even like Bateman, but then you also have to look at Mark Andrews, right? Mark Andrews is getting a lot of targets as well. So it's just like, do we have a lot of balls to pass around there? And the last game that Lamar played against Miami, they were all tied up for receptions with 6. Although Marquise Brown did have 13 targets, but only caught 6 of them.
Yep. That was the game that he got hurt.
So, was it?
Yeah.
I want to jump. I'm gonna go Hollywood and
go back up to Jason real fast.
Yeah, I gotta jump with Jason. Our bad, missed this one. I'm sorry about that. Here we go. All right, so Jason needs some help here. He's had Waller go down, no Kamara, no Ingram, lost Chris Carson, and AJ Brown is on IR. So in full PPR, Jason needs 2: Gronk, Landry, and Sutton.
Definitely.
Why do I think
Gronk?
Yeah, I feel like he's a really decent play this week going against the Colts, who are giving up the 4th most points to fantasy tight ends. And I'm
going Landry. I'm going Gronk and Landry.
I think I am too.
Ooh.
Although Sutton's not bad either, but I just think that
Judy being active just kills his value.
Yeah, and they're also going up against the Chargers, who are the second best overall.
Yeah, I'm going Landry
in fantasy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Landry here as well. They utilized him in other ways. Hopefully, getting Kareem Hunt back in this offense opens up things a little bit for Baker Mayfield. He was limited to what he could do. But yeah, give me Gronk and Landry. It's a tough call because I know the ceiling's higher for Sutton, but not in this matchup. So give me Landry.
Yeah, I would say I agree with the ceiling, but maybe not in this particular matchup. So
correct.
Taking Landry on this one. All right. Sorry about that, Jason. Glad we got you. And coming on down to Dame Roche or Dame Roche. We're going to figure it out. Welcome back. Thank you for stopping in again. Full PPR flex. Brandon Cooks, Elijah Moore, Miles Sanders. Who should I start?
Ooh.
Wow. Oh, man.
It's a toughie.
This is a real tough one because I know it sounds gross, but like I brought up
Cooks.
Elijah Moore. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Cooks.
against the Jets. Yeah, it's just that matchup there, man. And again, I think that Houston's going to win this game.
I agree with you there.
Because listen, everybody. A couple weeks ago when they played Indianapolis. I'm sorry, Tennessee last week actually when they played Tennessee. Everybody wrote off Houston and they won comfortably. They won by 9. So I think that this may be a game where they win by like a touchdown or more here. And Houston is favored and they're playing in Houston.
Yeah, Houston's going to want to run the ball more, being that the Jets are giving
Rex
up.
Burkhead.
Right.
No, they're going to run it with. Okay, yeah, they'll run it with Burkhead,
Philip Lindsay, and David Johnson.
Yeah, but the Jets they're giving up the most. They're dead last against opposing running backs. So I mean, do you think they'll just run the ball? Like, is there be enough need for Cooks?
I don't know.
To a guy like Elijah Moore, who like
I'm
I know
saying
gross.
for the ceiling play is Cooks. I think he has the best opportunity to have a really good game. He's got a really good matchup against the Jets. But Miles Sanders for the floor is a solid play. Like, you're going to get points out of Miles Sanders today. The Eagles are going to run the ball more than pass up against the Giants. And it's a divisional matchup, so, it's pretty neck and neck. It stays pretty close together, so they will try to run more. But, yeah, I'm going to pick Cooks here, man. I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm writing it down. My pick is Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, I'm all in on that one as well, man. So I'm going Cooks, Sanders, and then Moore. But yeah, I like Cooks in this matchup, man. Again, to your point, John, they could get off with running, but Burkhead had 18 carries for 40 yards, man. That's definitely not impressive. So I think that if they could go ahead and take advantage of Cooks, because again, yeah. So it's just I'm gonna go with Cooks, man. And then also they didn't throw the ball at all. Pretty much Tyrod only had 107. Yeah, he went 14 for 24, 107 passing yards. So
this just in, we have breaking news.
All right, so we got some official actives and inactives. Cordell Patterson will be playing today. Saquon Barkley, Damian Harris, and Ramondre Stevenson hitting the field against Tennessee. Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith are also active. Officially inactive, Corey Davis, who had a question mark. Kadarius Toney is taking the week off. Kyle Rudolph, who we knew was going to be banged up. That's pretty much it for now. As I see more things coming through, I will let you guys know. But that's what I got right now.
Thank you, Chef.
Yep.
Thank you, Chef. Just to wrap this up here, I'm going to go Elijah Moore. And I'm going to go Miles Sanders for the floor. Dame for this tilt. Miles Sanders for the floor. And Elijah Moore for the ceiling over Brandon Cooks, believe it or not.
All right. You're taking Elijah Moore, huh?
I'm going to take Elijah Moore over Brandon Cooks.
All right, I'm going to write that down.
Me too. Hold on. Moore over Cooks.
I got it.
Thank you. All right, moving on here to so Austin said, well, he has Lamar, so would it be smart to play Hollywood and start them both? If you can get that stack.
It depends on who it is. Who else are you debating on playing?
Well, this is his one that we went Hollywood and Saquon.
Oh, yeah, then
and he has
that would be beneficial. Yeah,
it's a good start there, or a good stack rather. Zach says Hunter Henry and Dan Arnold, or Dan Arnold. Dan Arnold.
I like Hunter Henry in this spot because he's going to get those that red zone targets. And if Harris is out,
Harris is playing.
He's playing.
Harris is playing. Give me Dan Arnold here, man. I'm on the Dan Arnold train.
Just throw that last week out. Double-digit fantasy games, 3 games before that. The targets are there.
Yeah, I'm going Dan Arnold. Yeah, just because of the limited weapons on Jacksonville going up against a weaker Atlanta defense. Atlanta's ranked 13th up against fantasy tight ends. Believe it or not, Tennessee's actually really good up against fantasy tight ends. They are third for the season, only allowing 8.9 fantasy points compared to the 11.8 for for Atlanta. Give me a Dan Arnold all day on this one.
I have that exact thing written down, Chef. Good job.
Thanks. Hashtag
Good work.
analysis.
Hashtag analysis. And another one for DR here. I don't know who to start Brady against, or I don't know who to start. Brady against the Colts or Herbert against Denver.
So I'm assuming your name is Dame. Dame, I'm gonna say that this is you can't go wrong with either or, but I would go Herbert for the simple fact that Herbert's also going to give you rushing yards. So the difference maker there is going to be the rushing yards for Herbert. I think he ran for over.
Let me look at something right here.
Give me the goat. Give me the goat while he's sitting there looking for the
Herbert had
stats
90 yards. Herbert had 90 yards rushing last week.
Yeah,
he led the team in rushing.
That was last week, though, my dude.
I know. I just think that
don't live in the past. Look for the future.
Brady had a nice 10-yard run, but I just think that again, I think their matchup today is going to be and again, Denver's going to come in motivated just for the simple fact that Gordon's going to want to go ahead and get off against the team that drafted him initially, so they're going to try to put up some points and make this a game. Total is set at 47, which is tied third with Cleveland, Baltimore, and Green Bay and the Rams.
So I'm gonna real quick here. I'm gonna jump in and I'm gonna say I'm gonna take the GOAT too. The Broncos are the third best defense against opposing fantasy quarterbacks, only allowing one rushing touchdown on the season and a total of 164 yards on the ground. Two rushing quarterbacks. The Broncos seem to be shutting that down. 16.6 points allowed to opposing quarterbacks so far.
Yeah, give me the GOAT, baby.
I think I'm going to go to GOAT there.
Against the weak secondary for the Indianapolis Colts. Like, yeah, we're gonna get Will to switch here, man. Go with Tom Brady, Will. Come on. I know we're Giants fans. Really don't like him, and it's really hard to say that we need to pick him over the young gunslinger Herbert. But I'm rolling with Tom Brady here for fantasy purposes. I do not own him anywhere. I do not manage him anywhere. Yeah. He's on none of my rosters. But if he was, and Herbert was my other option, I would still go Brady for the slam dunk fantasy plays.
So again, staying true to the name, I am biased because I do have Herbert in one of my big leagues. So I gotta go with Herbert. But I just think that Herbert, I mean, he's coming to his own, and I think that he's making a case for that MVP. What do you guys think? Because right now, man, it's just like up in the air.
I mean, he's still a QB1. He's
Jonathan
still
Taylor, MVP.
But
I'm on that train.
No, I feel you on that.
You mean just
I feel you on that shot, but I'm just saying, like, no. Well, I mean, like, but who else? Though? I mean, you just can't have one guy show up at Radio City Music Hall. I mean, like, you need two other people, right? You need two other people to show up. To show up and be in consideration.
I mean,
it's JT.
It's hard to say because I mean, if you're talking MVP, I mean, you have to be great throughout the year. You have to get your team throughout the year to win. So, I mean, Tom Brady is in that conversation as well.
You know what? I have an asterisk right here next to Herbert. So I'm going to go ahead and I got an asterisk right there with Herbert. So I'm going to be taking a look at. But again,
what is that? Your scorecard?
I got my plays here. It's quick to just set and forget. But now, Dame, again, this is not a bad problem to have. So I don't think you can go wrong with either or. I'm still staying with Herbert. I'm staying true to my first pick. I'm going to go with Herbert again. I have him in a league, and I'm projected to lose by 5 points. So I need Herbert to outperform his projected score for me to win.
Speak it into existence. Speak that into existence. And I lost that. All right. So also wants to know that last tip back there, half-point PPR was the jumping back up here to the Hollywood, Alex Collins, Saquon, and the Deontay Foreman. There's a half-point PPR and wants to know, does our answer change? Because our answer was Hollywood Brown and Saquon.
I did Saquon.
Mine doesn't. Mine doesn't change.
What's the prop? What's the question?
It was the tilt from Austin before, the Hollywood Brown, Saquon Barkley, Alex Collins or Deontay Foreman. We had to start 2 of those for a running back and flex, and then he told us that it's a half-point PPR and asked if that matters or if our answer changes.
No,
cool.
It doesn't.
I agree. And Brad R6 got a tight end one here. Conklin, Uzama, or Engram in full PPR tight end.
Ooh, tight end one. Let's see.
I just gotta.
Pittsburgh's been pretty weak against the tight ends. I like Uzama in this one.
Steelers are actually. I got them listed differently. I got them listed at 24th.
Listed at 10th.
Oh, you mean like 10th as in, are we going back the other way around? I mean 24th least most fantasy points.
No, I got them as the 10th best in the league.
10th best?
Against tight end, yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so are you trusting Engram over Engram over Conklin or Uzama?
I'm going Engram all day here. I'm just riding that matchup.
And Tony, Tony is out, and I'm not trusting Galladay. Yeah, I'm you know what? For the first time, probably the only time this season, I'm gonna go with Engram.
I agree.
That's it.
I agree.
And I know my man Chef. He got the jersey back there looking nice up there on the wall. So yeah, man. Yeah. Nice.
I just got to ride that matchup, man. Oh,
it's gonna change. I think I got to put my Brandon Jacobs up there, man.
That'll be 2 classics, man. That'll definitely be 2 classics right there. You got the LT and then
I got the LT. I got Brandon Jacobs signed. You know, I figured start putting up guys that actually won Super Bowls for us. And then I got some fantasy ones. I got an Antonio Brown signed Pittsburgh Steelers and Melvin Gordon, number 28 for the Chargers, which we won't see.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's cool.
A little bit of a throwback there. Yeah, it's good.
I like that. All right, got another one for Brad here too. Ayuk or Elijah Moore in full PPR flex.
Ooh, I like this one.
Yeah, I do too. Where's the button?
I could put it. Smash it. Smash it. Button. Where are you? It's on the bottom. Yeah, we'll give it to Brad here. Tilt of the week.
Brad, I'm having a similar problem in one of my leagues, and this is why I wanted to smash that button, because for everything that I said about Elijah Moore, I also have this thing about Brandon Ayuk, where a couple weeks ago, I hated Brandon Ayuk. He's probably a nice guy. He'd probably give me the shirt off his back, but I couldn't stand him. And now all of a sudden, suddenly getting targets. 7, 4, 8, 7 for the last 4 weeks. 2 touchdowns. I think he's a good play against the Vikings, who are giving up 43.9 fantasy points a game.
Yeah, it seems like every single Minnesota game comes down to like the wire out there. Yeah. So I like Ayuk in this position.
Give me Ayuk.
Chef, you taking Ayuk here?
Yeah, I'm taking Ayuk. As much as I like to see Elijah Moore ball out.
So I would too, but now Curtis Samuel is out, or Corey Davis is out.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, Corey Davis. So now Corey Davis is out. So what? So now I feel like Elijah Moore here, as much as I said the one side about Ayuk with the news about Corey Davis, now Elijah Moore gets even more of a bump for me. Brad, I'm going to go Elijah Moore. I know it's kind of gross feeling, but the guy has been – I think he's a really talented receiver.
I'm really nervous about Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson. I think that the one thing you could silver lining is that Elijah Moore did it with, I think it's like 3 different quarterbacks he's been able to have success with. So
except at that point, Zach Wilson.
Has he? Oh wait, no. I thought there was one game.
He did it with Josh Johnson. He did it with Mike White, and he did it with Joe Flacco.
He's the only quarterback, yeah.
And he did nothing. He did absolutely nothing. Elijah Moore's fantasy points while Zach Wilson was the quarterback. Here it is: 0.7, 8.7, 5.2, 0 versus Tennessee. 0 versus Atlanta. And did Zach Wilson play up against the Patriots? If he did, that was Elijah Moore's first 10-point game.
He did, and he went 9. So he played against.
Yeah, Zach Wilson is
Yeah, we'll check
terrible.
back on this. Jesus, he went.
I would
4 for
rather play.
47.
I would play
He's terrible.
Ayuk for a safer floor, I think.
Yeah.
But Elijah Moore does have the higher ceiling.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Elijah Moore. I feel like Ayuk is definitely the floor play, but if you really need that home run win, I think you might get something good out of Elijah Moore.
If you need a home run, then you play Elijah Moore.
Yeah.
That makes sense because Ayuk won't give you the home run.
Oh man.
Yeah, and then also again,
on this.
Corey Davis being out is another plus for Elijah, but still, I'm not trusting Wilson, man. So I'm gonna go with Ayuk.
Yeah, he's got a
Jimmy
great match
G trying to
against
hold on,
Minnesota.
man.
Like let Ayuk ball out against Minnesota
Yeah.
today.
Jimmy G trying to hold on to his starting position out there.
I'm gonna haunt Swanson's dreams with that one.
We'll see, man. We got 9 minutes. Oh, we got an hour and 9 minutes. You're gonna haunt my dreams with what? The Elijah
Ayuk.
Moore over Brandon Ayuk pick?
Yeah,
Do you have a Ayuk today? Am I playing against you when you're starting?
I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna trade for him right now and play him.
I'm gonna figure out who's that. Okay, I'll be back. Now, Brad Eric here's got another one. Terry McLaurin, DK Metcalf, or Deontay Johnson. Pick 2, full PPR.
Ooh,
First time we mentioned Deontay on the show today.
yeah, I know.
Deontay going up against the Bengals.
Hyper targeted Deontay Johnson.
Mm-hmm. I like Deontay and Metcalf here.
I like Metcalf and McLaurin.
Yeah, I like Scary and I like Scary and Deontay actually. Deontay, I mean, listen, Deontay's getting their thing. I just think that Cincinnati's not going to be able to.
Give me Deontay and McLaurin. I'm on that board. I'm on that. I'll ride that train with you.
And I'm going to go with Scary and Deontay.
DK's got a great matchup though, man. Damn.
I know.
Again, this is not. Again, every single week I'm looking at these options and I'm like, are you guys playing? It's like, is this DFS like regular fantasy? Because
a lot of
to have these players on your team is just extraordinary, man.
I mean, DK, it's like, what have you done for me lately? Like, he hasn't done anything since week 8.
Yeah.
And I get Russell Wilson was injured and he came back with the finger thing, but is his finger 100%? We don't know. Oh, man, it's going to be a tough one, but I think he gets it done today. Oh, man, I don't even know. It's tough.
Swinging backwards?
I'm all over the place with this one. I am really
Are we
all
all
over
on
the place.
Do we all have a Deontay in here?
No, I think I'm going to go DK and I'm going to go Terry.
I think we're all on Terry. I'm on.
We're
Deontay.
all on Terry. Yeah.
Terry and Deontay for me.
It's just that it scares me the fact that DK hasn't done anything in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a great matchup, but it's tough. But I think Najee Harris comes back to life today against Cincinnati. So, yeah, give me McLaurin and Metcalf. I'm gonna roll the dice on Metcalf today.
I might actually take this back. Bengals are giving up the second fewest fantasy points the last 3 weeks. Huh. Yeah, maybe I go back here. Maybe I go McLaurin Metcalf. Damn. Sheesh.
It's tough, man. This is This is a hard one. This is like a starting roster one. It's not a flex question, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, that's the tough part about it.
I wish I had that problem.
The other one here, right? Henderson or Gordon, knowing the Packers' run defense is pretty good. I feel like I'm starting Henderson in the league.
Is that Melvin Gordon?
I would think so.
Yeah,
right?
I would assume
so.
Yeah,
I'm going Melvin Gordon. Yeah.
Give me Gordon.
Really? Even with the timeshare, even with the split?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's gonna get into the end zone. He's gonna get into the end zone one way or the other, and he's gonna give you production running the ball and then also catching the ball. So he's always good for a touchdown. Like again, I think both those running backs go off today, both Javonte and Melvin. But I'm definitely going Gordon over Henderson. I just think there's going to be something extra there for Melvin, man, going up against a team that not only drafted him, but also, there was like that time there towards the end where they had some issues, couldn't come to an agreement. He had a pretty much where he was trying to hold out, and they eventually shipped him out to Denver.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, you know what? It's very, 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 very close, but I'll lean Gordon with you guys. He's got a here a deep question to finish it: Rams, Bengals, Jags, or Washington?
Hmm.
Rams, Bengals.
I don't want to play the Rams. Bengals play Pittsburgh. Jags play Atlanta, and Washington plays Seattle. So I don't like the Washington D. They've been banged up. They've been letting people score on them. So let's take that one out if you guys don't mind.
I'm going Jacksonville here,
I think I might go Jacksonville.
Yeah. Matt Ryan, man. Matt Ryan just likes to throw to the opposing team.
Yeah.
And he holds on to the ball too long, man.
Points. Hold on a second. Last 2 games. This is insane to me. Matt Ryan's fantasy finished in the last 2 games. 1.8 points total. 1.8. 1.8. He was negative points in weeks ago. Yeah. Whoa. I don't know what's going on over there. It's gonna be Patterson.
Does that change though now that Cordell Patterson is active?
It could possibly. Because he's way more of a wide receiver than he is a running back.
Yeah.
So that could change.
Give me the Jags. They kept it close against Buffalo. So
sure.
I'm taking Jags. I'm taking the Jags to make it a low scoring game. I don't even know what the over under is, but it's probably going to be the under. Yeah, give me the Jags.
45.5.
45.5. Yeah.
Yeah, give me the under.
Jump down to Matt Rambo here. Full PPR start 2. Javonte Williams, Myles Gaskin, Kareem Hunt, or Hilliard start 2. I know it's
Javonte is definitely one.
Javonte and Hunt.
Yeah, give me Kareem Hunt. I'm not trusting Myles Gaskin. It's his off week. And Hilliard, we already explained that against the Patriots defense. I told you last week that Gaskin was a decent play. He showed up.
And then now this week it's going to go.
He's off this week. It's his off week.
It's his off week. Yeah. I mean, if you have Kareem Hunt, that means you've been sitting on him for a long time, most likely.
Yeah.
And
it should be a great game tonight for the 8:20 game. Cleveland at Baltimore. I mean, that's one to watch.
Yeah, that's going to be a great game.
And what's up, Hyde? Mr. I forgot my PlayStation controller. Cousins or Wilson?
I have this problem too.
I'm going with Cousins, man. Cousins puts up points, man. Again, their last 3 or 4 games have come down to like the last couple of minutes in the fourth, and Cousins. I mean, Minnesota's not able to keep their foot on the opposing team's neck, and they let all these teams come back. So Cousins always has to keep up pace as well. So I'm going with Cousins in this right here. He will probably have another game where it's 300 plus.
Yeah, I mean, he's been scoring 21.7. He's been averaging 21.7 fantasy points per game, compared to 17 from Russell Wilson. So I'm going to give Cousins the nod here, and I think I'm going to go change the lineup because I just talked myself into it as well.
Yeah, I'm giving Cousins that nod, man. Depleted 49ers secondary, 2 great wide receivers, and Dalvin Cook. Yeah, Cousins is the play for me over Wilson. Faux show. Hey, let's go, Justin.
I got to
Will, before the season, during the off season, I was beating the James Robinson drum all day long, and everyone told me I was nuts. So I can't believe someone actually listened to me, but thank you, Justin. Much obliged, cuz. And Brad, quick one here. Cam or Hurts? Hurts. I can't hit that button fast enough.
Hurts. It's going to be Jalen Hurts.
It's going to be Jalen Hurts, QB number 1 on the season for fantasy purposes. He might not be good for actual NFL, but he's great for your fantasy team. Jalen Hurts. Draft him today. Thank you, Merrill Reese. You're welcome. Looking forward to that game today, too, boys.
All right, guys, it's 12
It is
o'clock.
12 o'clock.
We got through another tilt, man.
Sure did. Thank you, everybody who was in. Justin, as always. Minnie Jordan, Adam Polio, Jim Rambo, coolest name in fantasy football.
There's a
Austin,
Matt Rambo now,
Damn.
too.
There is a Matt
Yeah,
Rambo.
man, I just noticed that. Yeah.
There's a bunch of Rambos out here. Maybe they're brothers.
Maybe they're brothers. That would make sense. And yeah, just everybody in the chat, man. Thank you guys. Zach, as always, for coming in, driving the show for us. Good luck.
Appreciate you
in
guys.
week 12. And as always, if you guys got anything you need to reach out to us for, you can always hit us up on Twitter at The Tilt Is Real. And we will get you, do what we can to help you set your lineups. You can find me on Twitter at FFJawn, JAWN Swanson. You can also find me on the couch today because for the first time in a couple weeks, I'm not moving. I have nothing to do.
Nice,
It's
nice.
father's son. Look at this.
that's what's up.
I love
That's
it.
dope.
Nice.
I love that.
Good stuff.
Coolest name in
Matt
fantasy
and Jim
football.
Rambo. Coolest names
Matt
in
and Jim
fantasy
Rambo.
football.
Man, I love that. Thank you guys for coming in
Coolest
with us every
father-son
Sunday.
matchup in fantasy football.
There it is.
I wonder
All right,
if
everybody.
they play each other. I'd like to sit in on that one. When they, I want to know their rosters when they play each other.
Yeah, bring that up to us next week. I want to see that. Good luck, everybody. Thank you as always.
All right, we're out. I'm not even saying goodbye. Goodbye.
You're never saying about what?
Peace. You can find me at FFChef_chef on Twitter. Will.
You can find me out on Twitter as well at biasedopinions_.
And of course, hit that like and subscribe button on the YouTube channel. We appreciate it. Keeps us motivated, keeps us working.
Please and gracias.
All right. Until next time, guys. We're out. Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to the Tilt is Real Fantasy Podcast. Like and subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Check out our website at thetiltisreal.com for more great fantasy football content. We'll catch you guys next time on The Tilt is Real.